welcome back to another video on the channel. And today I'm joining my dad and we're going to be doing the second week of Premier League predictions. So let's get straight into the video. It's going to be an interesting one, especially as the Manchester clubs play their first game of the season. Right, first up is the early game on the Saturday. It's Everton versus West Brom. Everton looked good last week. They beat Tottenham. And yeah, we're in for an interesting game. So what are you thinking for this one?
I'm thinking a definite home win here. Everton going to be too strong for West Brom, who struggled at home to Leicester. And Everton looked in control against Tottenham with their new signings. I think they'll dominate the game from start to finish. Yeah. Could go for a big win, home win, but I think West Brom will just sit back a bit and be a bit cautious. And Branislav Ivanovic making his debut for West Brom.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
It'd be interesting to see how he gets on at 36 years old, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win.
Banker,
yes.
Banker, so yeah. He's winning the first banker. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I think Everton are going to top the table come Saturday afternoon. I'm going to go 3-0 Everton. Just a reminder, last week's result was my granddad beat me 7-5, so we're going to do it through the month. So there's 2 more match days, including this one coming up, so we'll see what happens. Next game is an all-promoted clash. It's Leeds United versus Fulham after Leeds' decent performance at Liverpool. Even though they didn't come away with anything, they look good. So yeah, be interesting to see what happens in this one. What we thinking?
Very hard game to predict this one. Too early to see how I think Fulham are going to get on this season. I think they might struggle, and Leeds showed a bit of adventure against Liverpool going forward, attacking well, but they can't defend set pieces. But this game here, I think just home advantage might count, and I'm going to go for a tight Leeds win, possibly 1-0.
1-0, yeah. Be interesting to see that. Like, Leeds beat Fulham 3-0 when they last played at Ellen Road, and that was a big win for Leeds on their road to the Premier League. But yeah, I think the class Leeds have showed last week, as we well saw, will just be too much for Fulham, and Fulham's defence isn't good enough. So yeah, 2-0 Leeds for me. Right, the next game and the third game of the match day is Man United versus Palace. Difficult one to call. I'll tell you what, Palace looked decent against Southampton. Didn't expect that at all, but Man United first game of the season. Be interesting to see this one. What are we thinking?
Again, early days. Not sure about how good, strong Crystal Palace defensively will be at Old Trafford. With Man United's attacking ability. Very, very hard game to call, but I think I'm going to go for the obvious and think Man United will win. And I can see Crystal Palace scoring, as Man United aren't exactly the best at keeping clean sheets.
Harry Maguire, £80 million.
David Gea make a typical mistake, just like our goalkeeper. And I'm going to go for a, I think 2-1, maybe 3-1 Man United.
3-1 Man
Mason
United.
Greenwood, Rashford, and Martial
he's going
to score one goal each. So,
I think De Gea will start. Yeah, I think he deserves to start, to be fair, but definitely Dean Henderson will be applying the pressure. But for this one, I've got a funny feeling Wilfried Zaha is going to turn up and destroy Man United. I'm going to go 2-1 Crystal Palace. So the last game on the Saturday, the late kick-off, it is Arsenal versus West Ham. And West Ham are diabolical. They are in a shambles. They look awful defensively. They didn't really create much against Newcastle last time out. So I can't give them any hope that they're going to get anything at Arsenal. But you never know, it's football. What we thinking?
I think the same as you. Arsenal, I think they've turned the corner a little bit with Arteta. They seem to be more organised. They've got firepower. West Ham look in a bit of a mix and mash with. Not sure how David Moyes is going to survive this season.
No,
I think whether they can hang on to their best player in Declan Rice. Antonio seems to blow hot and cold. And he picks up a lot of injuries, so I think West Ham are in for a long, hard season. Yeah. Arsenal, you can see them in the past mucking games up that they should win, and this is one of them. But I think they seem to be much more organised, much better shape, harder to score against and play against. And with Aubameyang, they're always likely to score. And I'm going to go for a comfortable 2-0 home win and a banker.
Banker, so that's your two bankers. Yeah, can't disagree with that. Arsenal look so much better, more organised. And just a reminder, do your fantasy teams. I'm going for an Aubameyang captain this week. So, yeah, let me know who your captains are for this week. But, yeah, I can't disagree. I think Arsenal are going to win this one 3-1. I think West Ham might nick a goal, but, yeah, comfortable for Arsenal. Aubameyang to get on the score sheet. So, yeah, moving on to the next game. All right, on to the Sunday football matches. And the first one at 12 o'clock is Southampton versus Tottenham. Tottenham, have they signed Bale? I think at the time of recording this, they haven't, but it looks like it's literally a done deal. So it would be very interesting to see Gareth Bale back in the Premier League. But I think they're in for a difficult game in this one.
Yeah, Southampton have improved a hell of a lot since they had 9-0 drubbing at the hands of Leicester a year ago. Good at home, score plenty of goals. Danny Ings has been on fire lately, so take him to open the scoring in this game. But Tottenham showed a bit of fight during the week against, who is it, Plodvid?
Plodvid.
Yeah, that says it all really.
Bulgaria.
But then, or Ploddiv, and then that says it all really. But then maybe a bit jaded and tired after that long trip, and only a 2-day recovery. So can't see Tottenham being at their best. But with Jose as he is parking the bus, making it difficult for Southampton. So I think I'll sit on the fence here and get some splinters, and we'll call it a 1-1 draw.
1-1, yeah. I think 1-1 as well. I just think it'd be a tight game. Southampton, they weren't great at Palace, even though they could have got something quite easily. They missed a few chances, but yeah. I think Tottenham's defensive record isn't great. Even though they've signed a few defenders, I don't think they're going to be able to stop Danny Ings. So yeah, I think a 1-1 from both of us. Right, the next game, and this sounds pretty dull. Newcastle versus Brighton. Both teams like to defend, even though Newcastle may have turned a corner, signing some really good players like Callum Wilson. He got his first goal for Newcastle. But yeah, I'm in for a tight game, I reckon, for this one.
I think exactly the same. It's another close game. Difficult to pick these sides in terms of where they're going to end up in the end of the season. Maybe Newcastle with their Callum Wilson and a couple of new signings might be a bit stronger than Brighton. But Brighton showed last weekend against Chelsea that they're a decent side.
Yeah.
They create chances, but they don't tend to finish. So... And Newcastle do like to defend, even at home. And I think Brighton might struggle to score against them. And Callum Wilson to nick a goal for Newcastle late on in a 1-0 home win.
1-0 home win, yeah. Yeah, like exactly what you said. I just think Brighton lack goals. More pace, been and done it. But will he do it this season's a big arse. But yeah, I think 2-0 Newcastle. I reckon they'll get a goal early on. And they'll just finish the game and that'll be it. And I don't think Brighton will be able to cope. All right, so the big game of the weekend, as you well know, it is Chelsea versus Liverpool. And to be quite honest, I do not have any expectation. But you never know. Like we've seen, we turned up against Man City last year in the Project Restart thing. But yeah, it'll be a difficult game. But if we were to pick up the 3 points, wow, what a statement that would be. So, yeah, I just don't know. I'm on the fence with this one and can't call it.
Yeah, hard to call, especially being a Chelsea fan. Just hope and pray that we defend well. And
you're asking for a lot
we're always going to create chances. And we've been, recent form at home's been really good. Liverpool aren't exactly watertight at the back as they were for long spells last season. So I think we will create and score goals. But with Kepa in goal, we just know that Liverpool will score.
Yeah, you might as well put your money on that now.
I think my head is telling me Liverpool will win. My heart is obviously Chelsea, so I'm gonna sit on the fence and go for a Desmond 2-2.
We'll take that. Draw. But I'm going to back the boys. We're going to win. Timo Werner's going to get his first goal. 2-1 Chelsea. Come on.
Do nice.
Alright, so next up, the last game on the Sunday, it's Leicester versus Burnley. Jamie Vardy versus Nick Pope, to be fair. I think Vardy's going to have a lot of chances in this game. Will Burnley be able to deal with him is another question. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. It's going to be an interesting one to watch again.
Yeah, hard game. I think it's a hard game to predict. I don't think Leicester, didn't finish the season very well. Vardy scored a couple of penalties against West Brom, but I think a lot of people are going to score a couple against West Brom this season.
Yeah, that's true.
Burnley, they're always stubborn, hard to play against, always likely to score a goal from a corner or a free kick. But I just think Leicester, with that good win last week and Burnley's first game, and I'm going to go for a close, hard-fought 2-1 Leicester victory.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I think Vardy's going to cause problems. Even though he did get 2 penalties, he did look very decent, to be fair, last week against... I know it was against West Brom, but still. Yeah, I think I'm going to back Leicester and I'm going to go 2-0 Leicester. Alright, so moving on to the Monday night football. Well, evening, whatever you want to call it. We've got Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. And as some of you might have remembered, the goal line technology failed. And if it didn't fail, then Villa would be down and not playing this game. But you can't tell if that would have happened. But yeah, close game, I think. Villa's first game. Jack Grealish signing his new contract. But Sheffield United weren't great, actually, on Monday. And they didn't do enough to get anything against Wolves. So, tough.
Hard game to predict again. Close game, I think. Villa with home advantage and buoyant Jack Grealish with his brand new contract. Sheffield United, very hard team to play against with their system, but I think slowly teams will start to work that out and they won't find it as easy as they have done.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Sitting on the fence again. That's happened a lot.
It's very difficult to predict that one.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't know what Villa turns up. They've got some good signings. Ollie Watkins, could he bag a goal? If he does, Villa might get some points here. But I don't know. I think Sheffield United have a point to prove. Then they're going to be hurting, especially Chris Wilder. It's going to be hurting from that defeat on Monday. But yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Sheffield United. I just reckon they're going to just have enough to be able to get past the mighty Villa. To wrap up the weekend fixtures, it's a very intriguing one. I'm excited to watch this one. It's going to be Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Man City. And actually, look, the last year, Wolves beat Man City twice in this fixture. So will that happen again? We'll have to wait and see.
It could well do, but I'm thinking that Man City will not be able to do what they did last season, and these sort of games that they threw away, I think they're going to be right on it from day one. Wolves are going to be a very tough team to play and beat this season as well. I can see them challenging for a top 6 place again, but I just think Man City, with the need to start off with a victory, will just about squeak home. I can see Jimenez scoring again. He's been on fire, but one from him might not be enough, as I think Man City will score a couple. De Bruyne and Sterling to net in a 2-1 win for Man City.
Bold. See, I don't know. Will Man City hit the ground running? Will they be hurting? It could play into their hands if they're hurting, because they want to prove a point and try and get back the title that they lost to Liverpool, obviously, last season. I tell you what, that Wolves side, they do play good football. We saw it last season, we saw it the year before that. And I honestly, I think Wolves are going to cause an upset. And they're going to win it 2-1 with Jimenez to get a double. And it'll be interesting to see that one. Alright guys, so that's been the Premier League predictions week 2. Hope you guys liked it. Make sure you leave a like, comment and subscribe and turn on your notification bell next to that. Thank you for coming on, Dads.
Enjoy the football this weekend.
Yeah,
come on, the Blues.
Come on. We're going to do it. We're going to win. And yeah, let's hope we do so. I'll be doing my match preview, all that good stuff, match watch along with Dad. And make sure you tune in for that. But Thank you all for watching. The scores are 7-5. Will I be able to turn it around?
No chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna win this week.
No way.
Fantasy football links will be in the description if you haven't seen it. All my socials and all that good stuff. So thank you all for watching. Come on, Chills.